Don't laugh. It's a serious interview.
Such a serious interview.
Oh my gosh, what?
So we are here with Gigi and Jed, and we are going to be talking about a lot of the different things that are bringing them to Con.
Yay.
There's music videos and movies and projects and fans and all the things, right?
Yeah.
So like I guess let's get started. So what brings you to Con this year? What are some things that you're working on?
I contacted Rachel and a few of the rest of the amazing DragonCon team and begged and stalked and begged and stalked and said, please, can I come and be part of DragonCon 2017, because I love this convention. It's by far my favourite of all. I travel around doing lots of different conventions, and DragonCon is my heart and my soul. And this year's really special and very magical because we're actually premiering a music video that we've done together.
Closer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You want to talk about it a little?
Well, Gigi, she wrote a song for me for my birthday about 2 years ago. It's awesome. It's like a sci-fi love ballad. It's very cool. You'll like it. And we've been trying to come up with an idea, like for the past 2 years we've been brainstorming, like, okay, what are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna make this make sense? And then we came across the idea of, well, I don't know, we don't want to reveal too much, but what do you call it? Robot love in space? That sounds weird.
Yeah, it sounds like some other film, but it came from a very intense time in my life, and it's at the beginning of our relationship, so it really is a very organic and very raw sort of message from our hearts to the universe, because it's very for a long time now, I think Jed is an absolute genius, and he's very focused on his day job, and I'm doing everything to distract him and make him tune into his heart chakra. And I begged him to come and do the directing and to be the cinematographer and to give me his brain cells, because he's just got this ridiculous genius mind, and put it into this music video. So it's been quite interesting. We've got beautiful Melissa Doss-Dewa, and she was on the Jim Henson Creature Shop Challenge, which is a show that I hosted, and she came and worked on the prosthetics and different bits and pieces and pretty much everything. She was amazing. We
have like about 30 molds of Gigi's face all over our apartment. We're like stacked up.
Yeah, the dog MacGyver's like, and the funny thing is that when we finally got the mold, I'm like, babe, look at the first mold. And what did you say?
I was like, oh, you look like Bruce Willis.
And I was like, you blah, 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 blah.
And
then I looked at it, I'm like,
because there's no hair, you know?
Right.
So I was like, you kind of look like Bruce Willis.
We've got all these Bruces / Gigi's everywhere. And then I approached Dave Elsey, who actually did all the makeup and the prosthetics for Creature Shop for Farscape, and I begged him to get his advice on the production as well.
Said yes.
And he's going to also be working with us hopefully in the future on our next music videos. So it's very exciting, and we've got the premiere, the world premiere, on Saturday night.
Cool. Yeah. And where is the premiere going to be?
It is at 7 o'clock, and it is in what's the name of the room?
Do you have your badge?
And on our badges, the writing's like this small.
No
I think it's International North H. Does that make sense?
Sounds good.
It's like a code.
Oh wait, which one is it?
It's like
probably
international. There, yeah, International North H.
Yeah, Hyatt.
I got it right.
Or H is.
Is it Hilton or Hyatt?
It's Hyatt. H
is Hyatt and Hilton is HIL.
Okay, good to know. After so many years, I probably should have that down. I need a Google map around.
I have to remind myself. It's every year. I know everything for Con. For those like 4 days, I'm like, okay, I know everything, and then I have to forget it because I need to use my brain for the rest of life. And then the next year, I come back. I'm like, oh, all these things I have to remember them.
Yeah, life brain. DragonCon brain.
They're two distinct ideals.
So that's
cool.
that's
really
our
exciting.
main baby at the moment. We only shot it a couple of weeks ago, and then when I found out,
I thought we were gonna shoot it and then have like a month, at least like 4 weeks to edit it. And then she's like, DragonCon is like next week, and then we needed like 4 or 5 days to decompress and like unload off the truck and everything. And then I'm like, oh my god, we have 4 days to edit.
No pressure.
Yeah, so no sleep, no pressure. I'm like, do it now!
It is done.
But it's pretty spectacular, and when we were editing it on like night number 2, because it took us a while to go through all the footage and everything, like we put together a rough edit, and both of us ended up like, by the end, and I'm like, this is really beautiful. And so it was kind of cool.
I got a little teary-eyed. I was like,
yeah, it's a very
That's awesome.
It's a beautiful love story, and I don't think it's going to be what people expect. So yeah, it's quite.
And it looks
precious.
really cool.
It looks
Super
really cool.
sci-fi.
Tell them about
Very rad.
the unique, the most important.
So we were trying to find, visually interesting pieces, and we found this place called Modern Props. They're like in LA somewhere. They have amazing sci-fi pieces. They've been around for 40 years. And we were bouncing ideas back and forth with our executive producer, Rick Kelvington. And when I found these prop pieces, I was like, look at this, it's amazing, we need this. He's like, no, you can't use that. It's been used on too many things. It's too noticeable. People will recognize it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he sent me this YouTube video called The Most Important Device in the Universe. And it's in like The Last Starfighter. It's in like 6 or 7 Star Trek Next Generation episodes. It's in V. It's in the Flash. It's in the Hulk 70s TV series. It's been around for 40 years.
Yeah.
Like the history, the sci-fi history.
Thank goodness we didn't break it.
Oh yeah. The actual like history of this thing, and as far as sci-fi goes, is like it's incredible. And he sent me this clip. See, we can't use it, and I saw it, and I was like, oh my god, no, I have to have it. I need it now. And so we got it, and it's awesome. Looks really cool.
That's really cool.
Very
That's
special.
awesome.
So you have to watch it and see if you can recognize which one it is.
And what's your favorite part of the music video, if that's not giving anything away?
My favorite part was actually finally joining forces and making this together. Like I can't pick a favorite part of the video. The whole process has been very intense because he's an Aries and I'm a Scorpio, and we're both very intense in our different ways. So we were it was either going to be a huge success or we were going to kill each other. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you say, my love?
Yep.
So I'm really.
It's good knowing that going into it.
Yeah,
It's great because
we almost did kill each other a couple times.
He's super intelligent, super. He's all about maths and numbers and genius computer mind, and I'm like, love, emotion, you've got to see the tear, you've got to move the people, and he's like, So it's a good balance as long as we can push all our other nonsense, all our ego stuff away and just go, okay, where are we at? And I do think people are really going to dig it because it has been a lot of heart and soul put into it, and we literally made everything from like we've been planning it for 2 years, and the day before the truck broke down with all the props in it, and then his phone didn't have any battery. Then I was downtown collecting camera equipment, and then he had to use Rodriguez, the neighbour down in Sun Valley's phone to call his mum in Florida to put him on speakerphone to call me because he couldn't remember my number. Come pick me up.
The truck broke down in like an industrial park at 5 p.m. The actual like prop rental warehouse place shut down. There's nothing open. There's no power cords anywhere, and I couldn't remember her phone number, so I was like, I gotta call my mom. I was like, Mom, you gotta call Gigi right now.
She's like, what's wrong?
I'm abandoned. They're gonna close it down. I'm not gonna get to the soundstage on time. But in the end, it all worked out.
Yeah,
Mom.
Good old Mom. Thanks, Mom. But so it's been a very cool, and we literally moved everything in on Friday or Saturday.
No, Saturday morning. We were supposed to move everything in Friday, like before 5 p.m. And then the truck broke down, and then we had to basically store. We took $15,000 worth of props, like science history,
we stored them.
And we stored it
Hollywood Boulevard
in the alley of our building, and we're like, I hope nobody breaks in there.
We wake up the next day and you can see all these props scattered down Hollywood Boulevard because it's a little sketchy area of town that we kind of live in. It's pretty intense, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is where it all goes south. But we made it. It's really beautiful.
It could have been a huge disaster.
And then
I'm glad it wasn't.
But
it sounds like it's an amazing success at the end.
I think you'll really dig it. I think it's quite special. And then we had to move everything out on Sunday morning or Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So it was like a 2-day turnaround to get everything in, set it all up, shoot it, get everyone out, clear the building, and I think we got home at 5 a.m. Monday morning kind of thing, and we're both just like.
And then we had to wake up at 8 o'clock. We had 2 hours of sleep. Wake up, get the truck, drive it back, drop everything off. It takes 2.5 hours to unload the truck.
So it was a complete journey.
We had an adventure. You have all the stories to share afterwards.
It was amazing.
Silver lining of sorts.
Yeah, definitely.
And you have a really cool final product. So
yeah,
it looks cool.
And it's good because, for so many years, we've been very blessed working with the big studios and love those jobs, love them, and it's exciting to finally be producing and directing your own work. You know what it's like, so it's very special to be telling the story that we both came up with and that hasn't been altered because of 50 other people that you've got to check it through with. So that's very exciting. And on that same panel that we're doing on Saturday, we're also doing the world premiere of Hashtag, and Hashtag is another beautiful project because we actually met the director and producer here, Ben Alpe and Jodiga, and they actually approached me and they said, would you be up for doing a film? And they were just Farscape fans and stuff, and you know, just cruising up, and they said, oh, we got this little idea. I'm like, what is it? You know, and they're like, oh. And then we did a Kickstarter. We asked for 40 grand. We raised just over 40,000, and so it's very special because as you said before,
full circle.
Yeah, we've come full circle. So it was DragonCon pretty much birthed this beautiful project. So we're bringing it back to DragonCon for the premiere. So we'll show that as well on Saturday.
That's awesome. That's really cool. And you guys are also doing a couple of other panels too, right?
Yeah. So on Sunday there's an Inuati panel, and that's really cool because we've got Power Rangers, people from the Power Rangers. We've got Jason Faunt, Steve Corendis. Steve, don't kill me if I pronounce that incorrectly. He'll be like, you've only known me for 15 years, what the hell? Santiago Cirillo, and he's from The Walking Dead. Then we've also got the boys from the Face Off, which is Rashad Santiago and Rick Prince. And Rashad actually directed it, and Rick wrote and produced it. So it's exciting. And again, another
like full circle kind of thing.
It's all the last few projects that we've done have all been people that we meet at amazing conventions, and you know what it's like. We're all like one big family now. We've kind of watched each other grow up, so it's like the best place because there's so many people come, actors in between work, directors, writers, script writers. So if you guys have ideas out there, never be too afraid to approach people and stuff like that, because I'm always looking to tell cool stories and work with amazing people. Especially you, when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And he puts up with it all, you know, because I come home and I'm like, babe, check this out, check this out. It's like,
it kind of just becomes, it comes with the territory, right? Like, especially when you're working together, working in similar industries. It just sort of comes with the territory.
Yeah. And he's been unbelievable because I like last year, I was like renting by myself. And I was like, hey babe, what do you think about me moving into your place? And he's like, I'm like, great, let's do it. So my dog, MacGyver, our dog, and myself all moved into Jed's studio apartment. And when we did the music video, all it was like just boxes.
Well, for like 2 months, we were just ordering like nonstop off of Amazon.
We couldn't find the dog. You know, we're like, where's MacGyver? Because there's so much crap
it's
in
like
the house.
40 giant Amazon boxes stacked up.
And all the limbs and everything. You might want to tell them about that.
Oh yeah, we had like little body parts, like fake legs, fake arms, and then we rented this huge life-size chrome skeleton. There's only we could only find one in the whole entire country. I think there's only one in the world, like full chrome skeleton. And so we rented this thing, and it came in a giant shipping crate, wood boarded up with nails. You need like a pry bar to open it up. And then we get it, and I'm wheeling it into the front of the apartment building, and my manager comes up and she's like, what the hell is this thing? What are you doing? You can't bring this in here. I was like, sorry. She's like, what is that, a dead body? I'm like, kinda. It looks like a coffin, you know?
Yeah.
And then that thing was there in our apartment for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
I'm looking forward to seeing this video.
Yeah, we're like now. You've got the running commentary before it, you know. But it's very exciting. I'm just such a huge fan of DragonCon. I beg to be here every year, and I'm so thankful for everyone for allowing me to be part of this family, because it's really very precious, you know. And I love everything. Like, how much have I gone on and on about it?
Shut up about it.
Like, hey, we got to go to DragonCon, and he's like,
shut up.
What about Burning Man? I'm like, DragonCon. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And coming across the country and spending all the time here. I mean, everyone appreciates it. It is a big family, and it is like, you know, con-goers appreciate meeting you guys, and you guys appreciate meeting them. But it is a really big family. So we really appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah. A couple of times, like today and also last year, people were like, where were you last year? And I was like, what do you mean? They went, well, it's the only one that you haven't come to, or what? I think there's been maybe 2 or 3 since I've been coming since Farscape days that I probably haven't come to, but it's been pretty steady. And I think, oh good, it's giving them a moment just to have a little less Gigi time, and they're like, where were you? And I was like, oh, I guess maybe it was in Australia, or maybe I'm doing the dishes or something, I don't know. And they're so sweet, and it's always people that come up and they're like, well, I've got that one, but okay, I guess I'll take another one. I'm like, thank you. So it's a beautiful big family that we've got here. And
Awesome.
Isn't it weird though when like Monday, or if you stay an extra day and people come in and they're the fresh people that aren't dressed up, and I look at them like they're the aliens, you know, because for 5 days straight, 4 days straight, all we've been seeing are creatures and critters and aliens, and it's not until the air hosties come in, you know, or the businessmen for the next week's adventures, and it's like, normal people. We got to go back to the normal world.
It'll be an adventure, at least for now, and then a new adventure.
Yes.
Well, thank you both for coming and talking about your projects. They sound awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing them tomorrow. I'm hoping I can actually be there. Like maybe get out of the studio.
We would love that. That'd be really cool. And if people can share it and put it out there, if you dig it, we would really, really love that, because life's too short not to be telling good stories, you know. That's what we're here for, and to love each other and care for each other and tell beautiful stories.
Thank you. I agree.